Hi, welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In today's class, we will discuss about Faraday's law and derivation of Maxwell's equation from this Faraday's law. First of all, we will see the statement of the Faraday's law. This Faraday's law states that electromotive force, induced electromotive force or voltage in a closed circuit is equal to decrement of rate of change of the magnetic flux linkage in that closed circuit. Once again I am repeating, induced electromotive force or voltage in a closed circuit is equal to decrement of rate of change of magnetic flux linkage in that closed circuit or coil. Now mathematically we can write that one is nothing but V is equal to, that means voltage in a closed circuit is equal to decrement, means negative sign. This negative sign indicates the decrement of rate of change of the magnetic flux linkage. Rate of change of the magnetic flux linkage. I will write that statement here. So this is what voltage, or else it is electromotive force. Induced statement, we can write the statement of Faraday's law like this: induced EMF or voltage in a closed circuit, voltage in a closed circuit is equal to decrement of rate of change of magnetic flux linkage in that circuit or coil. Okay. So once again I am repeating, induced EMF or voltage in a closed circuit is equal to decrement of rate of change of magnetic flux linkage. I forgot to write linkage, that is magnetic flux linkage in that circuit. Okay. So this lambda indicates what? Where lambda is what? Magnetic flux linkage. M means magnetic flux linkage. Okay, where this can be written as lambda equal to n into pi, where n is the number of turns in that coil or circuit. Okay, n is the number of turns. N equal to what? Number of turns in a coil. Means what? We can take n as 1, 2, 3 and so on. For the simplicity, let us consider n as 1. In that case, we can write this one as what? Minus d pi by dt. Since lambda equal to what? N into pi, here we consider n as what? N equal to 1. Okay, and we know that V equal to what? The relationship between V and E. So V can be written as integral E dot dl. So this is what voltage in a closed circuit means. What? We have the closed path. That's why we need to take what? Closed line integral. Now we can write this one like this, that is minus d by dt pi. So magnetic flux can be written like this, that is integral B dot ds. Okay, we have what? We can write psi equal to what? That is electric flux in terms of electric flux density is like this. Similarly, magnetic flux in terms of the magnetic flux density can be written like this, that is integral B dot ds. Pi equal to integral B dot ds, and we know that what? V equal to integral E dot dl. Of course, we have the negative sign. The negative sign is written here. Of course, this negative sign is due to what? Lenz's law. Okay, Lenz's law states what? This produced or induced EMF always opposes this flux. Basically this induced EMF is due to what? Change in the flux with respect to time. This induced EMF always opposes this magnetic flux generation of this or else this flux. So that means what? So that's why we need to indicate this negative sign. Suppose if this one is increased, this one is also increased. If there is no negative sign, means what? The change in the flux with respect to time increasing and increased up to infinity if there is no negative sign. That's why we need to put this negative sign. This negative sign indicates what? This negative sign is due to what? Lenz's law. Okay, Lenz's law says that this induced EMF always opposes this flux. Okay, so means what? This is the effect, this is the cause. Okay, this is the cause. This effect always opposes the cause. Okay, so that is about the Lenz's law. So this negative sign is due to Lenz's law. And here if you see, here we have surface integral, here we have line integral. So that's why we need to apply what? Stokes theorem. Let us apply Stokes theorem. Apply Stokes theorem. What is Stokes theorem? Stokes theorem is used to convert line integral into surface integral. Means this integral becomes the surface integral and vector becomes what? Curl of that vector, that is del cross E dot ds. Del cross E dot ds is equal to, send this one d by dt. Ds means what? Dx dy or dy dz, dz dx, that are the space variables, whereas this one is the time variable. If I want to send this time variable parameter, that means this one inside the integration, so then that differentiation becomes the partial differentiation, because this time variable independent of space variable. So that's why we can write this one dou b by dou t, that means d by dt becomes what? Dou b by dou t dot ds. And if you observe, this is surface integral on left hand side, on right hand side also we have the surface integral. So that's why this surface integral cancel out and remaining are equal. That means what? As integrals are equal, integrand should be equal. So it implies what? It implies what? So from this we can write del cross E is equal to minus dou b by dou t. Del cross E equal to minus dou b by dou t. Means what? Change in the E with respect to space leads to what? Change in the magnetic field with respect to time. Means what? A rate of change of E with respect to, that means change in the E with respect to space leads to change in the this B, or else time rate of change of the magnetic flux density produces, or else time rate of change of the magnetic field produces what? Space rate of change of electric field intensity. Okay, so this equation is known as what? Maxwell's, one of the Maxwell's equation. So this equation can be derived from what? Maxwell's equation in differential form. 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 Okay, so what about in integral form? Before this we have the integral form, that is nothing but what? Here we have, what is that? Integral E dot dl is equal to minus, okay, or else minus d by dt integral b dot ds. This is nothing but what? Maxwell's equation in integral form. Okay, in today's class what we have discussed? Faraday's law statement. What is Faraday's law statement? Induced EMF or voltage in a closed circuit is equal to decrement of rate of change of magnetic flux linkage in that circuit. So mathematically we can write, that is V equal to minus d lambda by dt. This is nothing but the Faraday's law statement, and from this we can write V in terms of E like this, and for the simplicity let us take lambda as what? Lambda can be written as n pi, that is flux linkage. If I take n as 1, then this becomes what? Minus d pi by dt. Now let us write pi in terms of its flux density, magnetic flux in terms of the flux density, surface integral of magnetic flux density equal to the magnetic flux. Let us simplify this one, and here we have closed line integral, on this side we have the surface integral. We know that closed line can define the open surface, so that means what? In order to convert this closed line into open surface integral, we need to apply Stokes theorem. Let us apply Stokes theorem to LHS of above equation. apply Stokes theorem to LHS of above equation. That means what? This closed line integral becomes the surface integral and vector becomes the curl of that vector like this, that is del cross E, and after simplification we will get del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T. What is the conclusion? We can conclude that from the Faraday's law we can derive del cross E equal to what? Minus dou B by dou T. So, this is the one of the Maxwell's equation in differential form. Okay, this is about today's class. We will meet in next class. Thank you.